Hello again, and welcome to episode 2 of the ALS Caregivers Workshop. This week, we'll be going over a sit-to-stand transfer using an automatic sit-to-stand machine while transferring your loved one into a wheelchair. We will also demonstrate a slide board transfer from the bed to the wheelchair as well as from the wheelchair to the bed. Please read the disclaimer posted carefully before attempting these transfers with your loved one.
To turn on the automatic sit-to-stand, begin by turning the knob at the top of the machine. The knob should pop up and the machine should light up. This indicates that it is turned on and ready to use. To apply the safety belt, put the belt under your loved one's underarms and secure the buckle in the front. Tighten or loosen the belt if needed. The belt should fit snug around them. Next, move the sit-to-stand in front of your loved one. Make sure you lock both of the brakes. Have your loved one place their feet on the platform. Next, place the loop straps onto the hooked portion of the sit-to-stand. Have your loved one place their hands on the outside of the sit-to-stand and hold on. Grab the remote and hold down on the up arrow. The machine will begin to rise. Instruct your loved one to keep their feet on the platform and hands on the machine. You may place your hand on the loved one's back as shown for added support, but it is not necessary. Continue to hold down the up button until the machine stops moving. Once the machine has stopped, you may now unlock the brakes and move your loved one to the desired location. Once at your desired location, you can now swivel the handle at the front of the machine to widen the back wheels to allow for the machine to get as close as possible to the transferring platform. Make sure you relock the brakes. You may now press down on the down button on the remote to lower your loved one. Once the machine stops lowering, you may now undo the loop straps and unbuckle the safety belt and remove it. The transfer is now complete.
This is a slide board transfer from the bed to wheelchair. With your loved one in a seated position on the edge of the bed, bring the slide board over to the bed. Position the wheelchair so it is on a slight angle rotated towards the bed like shown. Take the armrest off of the wheelchair that is closest to the bed and place it down in a spot near the bed but not on the bed. You'll need it to place it back on the wheelchair later. Make sure the space between the wheelchair and your loved one is clear. Now it is time to place the slide board in position for the transfer. If transferring your loved one to the right, tell them to lean on their right buttock while you place the slide board completely underneath their left buttock. Make sure your left arm is guarding the right side of their body as a lean. If positioned correctly, the board should be angled towards the wheelchair and floating in the air while your loved one's left buttock is sitting on part of the slide board like shown. Instruct your loved one to place one hand on the board toward the wheelchair and one hand near their other side. Before you begin transferring, instruct your loved one that they are going to push up through their hands while you assist them by using the gait belt with a scooting maneuver like shown. This maneuver should be relatively fast and very safe. You are always there to assist them as they scoot over, and they are using their arms to push the buttocks up and toward the wheelchair. This transfer will typically use 2 to 4 scoots before your loved one makes it into the wheelchair. Once in the wheelchair, have them lean on their left buttock while you are guarding them with your right arm and remove the sliding board like shown. Reposition your loved one in the wheelchair comfortably. Now place the wheelchair arm back on the wheelchair. Make sure it is locked in place. Unlock the wheelchair, and you're off. This is a slide board transfer from the wheelchair to bed. This transfer is the same transfer we just went over, but in the reverse order. Some key things to note for slide board transfers in general. The wheelchair seat height and the height of the bed mattress should be relatively the same so that the transfer is not difficult to complete. This is because you do not want to literally have to lift your loved one up multiple inches up off the board, as this is very dangerous. Make sure your body mechanics are good while you are providing assistance throughout the transfer. Keep your knees bent and your back in a straightened position while maintaining tight, contracted abdominals and low back muscles to keep yourself safe. Before your loved one attempts to scoot over, have them brace their abdominals by tightening their stomach. Make sure that you and your loved one continue to breathe in and out throughout the transfer, trying not to hold your breath.